Hello and welcome. In this session, we will understand what is Vagrant and how does it work. In very brief, Vagrant is a command line tool that can manage your virtual machines. And when I say virtual machine here, I'm talking about virtual machines that are running on your laptop. So if you are someone who creates virtual machines on your laptop regularly, you know the problems and pain. So for people who create virtual machines manually, Vagrant is magic for you. Or should I say it's a magic trick? Well, all the magic we see is really a trick. So we will understand what is that magic that Vagrant plays that can manage virtual machines magically for us. So as I said, Vagrant is a VM automation tool. It's a command line tool to manage your virtual machines. So whenever you're using a tool, like we are using a Vagrant to solve virtual machines related problems. So you need to understand problem and the solution of that with the tool, like Vagrant. So if you create virtual machines manually, you have to install operating system. You create a virtual machine and then you install operating system, you select an ISO file, download an ISO file, you start the installation, and that takes quite a long time. It's really a time consuming process for VM setup. And again, everything you have to do manually. You have to select all the options by yourself. If you have a multiple VMs, like a project setup where you have a database server, web server, application servers, multiple VMs, and if someone asks you similar setup on someone else's computer, then it's about replication. You have to jot down all the steps of how you created all those machines, virtual machines, what all operating system you installed, what are the softwares you installed, how did you configure, connect all the VMs together. So I'm talking about replication. If you want to do same setup on someone else's computer, then it will be obviously through a documentation. So it's really tough to replicate all your multiple VMs on someone else's computer. But we live in a world where we need to have multiple operating systems running on our laptop to set up different tools, to experiment with them, to learn them. But with all those virtual machines comes more overhead, more complexity. If you are a system administrator, operations team, you can manage them very easily, very well. It's time consuming, but not so complicated for you. But if you are from a development background or you're from a testing background, then it's just too much overhead for you running all those operations work on your laptop. So Vagrant. Well, first you don't need an operating system ISO file to create a virtual machine, to set up a virtual machine. There is no OS installations here. We create VMs through images. These images are called as box. Vagrant boxes. These are ready-made images available on the Vagrant cloud. From there, Vagrant will pull that image and create a VM from that. So it's not installation, it's cloning. And all that information can be managed through one simple file, Vagrant file with V capital. There you see, V capital. So let me show you some boxes which are freely available from Vagrant Cloud. So let me pull up my browser and I will search for Vagrant Cloud. app.vagrantapp.com. These are the boxes. It says discover Vagrant boxes. So there are boxes with the operating system like Ubuntu operating system, Ubuntu 16, Ubuntu 14. You see that's Ubuntu/Xenil64. That's official Ubuntu 16.04. CentOS/7. This is also official box. Or if you want to call them as images, you can call them images also. They are actually VM images. So Vagrant created virtual machines for you, and they have hosted this virtual machine on Vagrant Cloud. And Vagrant tool will pull up these boxes and create virtual machines for you on your laptop. So there are boxes with operating system, and some boxes are with operating system and some softwares. So you can even make a search, like if you're looking for something different, like if you didn't find, you're looking for, let's say, OpenSUSE, right? There are boxes for that. or you're looking for all the CentOS boxes, just Google CentOS, search CentOS. So CentOS/7. So CentOS is the name of the account /7. 7 is the box name. So you'll have account name / the box name. Bentoo CentOS 6.7, Bentoo CentOS 7.2. So there are official images, there are unofficial images also. You would like to initially go with official images, just to not take any chances with unofficial boxes. So we are going to go with CentOS and Ubuntu. We're going to create two virtual machines with Vagrant. First, initially one CentOS from a CentOS box and one from Ubuntu box. So we'll select Ubuntu Xenial 64 and we will take CentOS 7, these two boxes. And we'll see how we can pull that and bring up VMs from that. So all this information will be mentioned in the Vagrant file that you create. So any VM change you want to do, like you want to change RAM size, you want to change disk size, you want to change number of CPUs, you want to do any changes, all that information will be in the Vagrant file. So you create a Vagrant file, you put all the information and then you bring up VM from that. And you have simple Vagrant commands to manage VMs. For example, Vagrant up will bring up the VM. Vagrant halt will power off your VM, like that. And it's not just about the VM setup. You can also do provisioning. I mean to say, you can execute commands or your scripts on the VM that is coming up. So you can have a Vagrant file which with all the VM information, and provisioning will execute commands, like set up web servers or database server. You execute Linux commands. So it can execute your Linux commands or your scripts on those VMs. And there's so much more really with Vagrant. Now let me address one question which is being asked to me several times. The question is, do we use Vagrant in real time? First of all, the question is not framed properly. When you say real time, that could mean production. So Vagrant is used with type 2 hypervisors. Type 2 hypervisor like Oracle VM VirtualBox, VMware Workstation, VMware Player, Microsoft Fusion. These are type 2 hypervisors which you install on your computer, on your laptop or on your desktop, which doesn't run anything production. This is for testing. So Vagrant works mostly with type 2 hypervisor. That means it's for non-production. So do we use Vagrant real time? Yes, but not for production. Real time as in you use it every now and then, like almost daily. Being a DevOps, you would be managing multiple tools, services. You need to test them or experiment with them before you do it in real time or on your real servers. So Vagrant will just help you with your local VMs that are running on your laptop and desktop. So you won't be running any production system from your laptop. So that's that. Now let's understand how does Vagrant work. So that's Vagrant workflow. It will explain you how Vagrant really works. So I've shown you Vagrant Cloud, where we have boxes and Vagrant can pull those boxes from there and bring up virtual machines from that. So let's understand this way. You have your Vagrant tool. So Vagrant tool will be installed on your laptop or on your desktop, and you will have a Vagrant file. This file will have information about your VM like box name. What box name do you need? And then you have Vagrant commands like Vagrant up. So when you issue the command Vagrant up, Vagrant will read your Vagrant file, which will be located in your directory on your folder. It will look for a box name. And then it is going to go to Vagrant Cloud to look for that box. But before it goes to Vagrant Cloud, it will look for that box in your local machine, in your laptop. If it's not available, then it will go to Vagrant Cloud and download that box. Once you have the box downloaded, then Vagrant will read all the information from your Vagrant file, like VM name, network provisioning, other things like CPU, disk, if you have mentioned all those things. If you have not mentioned any of this, minimum you need to have box name. If you have the box name, that's more than enough to bring up a VM. So just it's going to pull up the box and create the VM from it. You can manage your VM can be managed with all those Vagrant commands and Vagrant file. So let's start over again. You issue the command Vagrant up. It will go to the Vagrant cloud, pull up the box, read all the information from your Vagrant file, and then it will look for your hypervisor, which in our case is Oracle VirtualBox. As I told you, all type 2 hypervisors. By default, Vagrant will look for Oracle VM VirtualBox. That's the default hypervisor for Vagrant. So you don't need to make any special setting. If you have Oracle VM VirtualBox installed on your system, it will automatically connect to it. So it will send all the information to the hypervisor like Oracle VirtualBox, and then the VirtualBox or any hypervisor, whatever you have, will create VMs. So Vagrant is going to act on your behalf. Anyways, the VMs are created on the hypervisor. Hypervisor will create the VMs, will run the VMs. So Vagrant will provide information and commands to run and manage virtual machines like you do. So it's going to act on your behalf. Then you have other Vagrant commands like Vagrant halt, which can power off your VM, Vagrant reload, which will reboot, Vagrant destroy, that can delete your VM. And to log in to your Linux VMs, you can do Vagrant SSH. And there are many more commands. And to do all this magic, you need two things. One is a hypervisor. We'll have Oracle VirtualBox, and second, Vagrant. To set up Vagrant, you need to do some changes. If you have never created virtual machine on your laptop, then there will be a setting in your BIOS which will be disabled, which is called as a VT or virtualization technology. It will be with different names in your BIOS depending on your motherboard. So you need to reboot your computer, go into BIOS settings and look for this setting VT, virtualization technology or virtualization, and enable it. Enable, and then you reboot your system. And then you can install your Vagrant tool. You install your Vagrant tool and you need hypervisor like Oracle VirtualBox. And as I told you, Vagrant is a command line tool. It's not a graphical tool. It's a command line tool. So you need a command line interface. Like you can go with your Windows command prompt. You can use git bash, Cygwin, or if you have any other favorite command line interface, you can use that also. So we are not going to use command prompt, Windows command prompt, because it's very slow and sluggish. We are going to use git bash. So that's about Vagrant setup. That's how you do the Vagrant setup. You need to do all those things. And then setting up VM with Vagrant, again, you need a Vagrant file. First of all, you need to find the box. Okay, you find the box, you get its name, you create a directory or folder or directory, which we'll call it as project directory. In that directory, we are going to create a Vagrant file with V capital, and that Vagrant file will have information about the box, and we'll issue the command Vagrant up, which will bring up the VM, and then we'll say Vagrant SSH to log into it. So that's so much so in theory. Let's see how that can be done practically. So let's get into action from the next session. Thank you for watching this one. I will see you in the next session.